Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. We have to hand it to the young and the restless Cain. He's nothing if not efficient. Once Damian was, quite literally, stabbed in the back by persons unknown, Cain wasted absolutely no time in declaring him dead. Heck, he seemed almost eager to keep Phyllis from trying to revive him. And while Cain claims that he, too, was woozy from whatever was in that bourbon, he also says that Damian's death shocked the toxicity out of him, which is, to be blunt, suspicious. And all of this has us wondering if Cain really is behind what happened to Damian, but that doesn't necessarily mean he killed him. What if the drug that was given to Damian slowed down his pulse enough to make him appear dead? The knife could have been just a ruse to drive the point home, because Damian dropping dead while sharing a drink with Cain would just be too darn suspicious. Cain rushed to declare Damian dead, then hurried his body off to a freezer. The freezer, of course, would likely actually kill Damian if he somehow still lived, but there was one more piece to the puzzle that we caught. Cain told Carter, "You know what to do." That kind of implies that there's something more about to happen than just tossing him in the freezer. Maybe it's switching out Damian for a fake. Maybe it's just making the body disappear. Call it the Mr. Body effect. In the cult classic film, Clue, Mr. Body's seemingly shot and killed early in the film, when Professor Plum declares him dead, except he's not dead, and Professor Plum knows it, wanting to take care of him later. Damian's an obstacle in Cain's pursuit of Lily. But he doesn't have to actually die to remove him, and if he can convince people that he was the target, and not Damian, not only could his romantic rival be removed, but he could also win over some sympathy. Yeah, there's a risk in hiring Chance to investigate the murder, but it also helps Cain to look innocent and create confusion about what really happened. As Devin pointed out, it's awfully convenient for Cain to have invited Chance along in the first place. With that said, if Damian isn't dead, eventually, he has to pop up again, despite Cain's best efforts to keep him hidden away. And that would just about destroy any chance Cain has of settling back into Genoa City and Lily's life. Sadly, the only way out for him is for Damian to really, truly be dead at the hands of someone who really did want Cain gone. For years, Cain Ashby had danced on the edge of redemption and ruin. A man haunted by his past con jobs, secret identities, lost loves, he'd always clawed his way back with a boyish smile and Aussie charm. But Genoa City was changing, and a storm was brewing that no charm could weather. This is the twist no one saw coming. Act 1. The RETUARNIT started with a whisper, a rumor that Damian Westfield, presumed dead, was alive and living under a new name in Buenos Aires. Damian, the disgraced biotech magnate and father of Victoria's secret child, had vanished after a corporate scandal left Newman Enterprises on the brink of collapse. Everyone believed he had fled justice, leaving nothing but chaos and debt behind. But when Victor Newman himself received a mysterious photo of Damian, older, bearded, with a child by his side, he dispatched Adam to investigate. What Adam found in Argentina shook the foundation of the Newman Empire. Damian wasn't just alive. He was dying, and he wasn't alone. Act 2. Cain's SECRIT. Back in Genoa City, Cain Ashby was riding high. Chancellor Winters had merged with a biotech startup, Neurosolve, to develop cutting-edge neurotherapy for memory loss. The project was personal to him. His mother, Genevieve, was slipping deeper into dementia. The therapy promised a second chance, not just for her, but for Cain's legacy. But Cain had a secret. He had embezzled millions from Chancellor Winters to fund a shadow lab in Uruguay developing untested treatments. Using Damian's stolen research, years ago, when Damian's empire collapsed, Cain had quietly purchased a data cache from a black market broker in Monaco. Among the files, a prototype for neural regeneration, the holy grail of neuroscience. Cain believed he could finish what Damian started and profit handsomely. But Damian wasn't dead, and he wanted his research back. Act 3. The DAAL. Adam brought Damian back to Genoa City under Victor's protection. The world thought Damian had died in a fire. To return would mean prison. Unless he had leverage, Victor made a deal. If Damian could prove Cain had stolen his research and corrupted it for personal gain, the Newmans would help him rebuild his legacy and protect his son. Leo. Cain, unaware of Damian's return, continued to flaunt his biotech breakthrough. He hosted press conferences. Investors lined up. Lily began to believe in him again. Devin even offered a permanent board seat. Everything was going his way until the night of the Gala act. 4. The Gala BOMBSHLL. The Chancellor Winters Gala was the event of the season. All of Genoa City's elite were there. Victor, Nikki, Phyllis, Billy, Devon, Abby. Cain stood at the podium, unveiling his life-changing therapy to thunderous applause. Then the lights cut out. A spotlight snapped on, and there, walking onto the stage like a ghost reborn, was Damian Westfield. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Lily's champagne fluted slipped from her hand. Jill, seated near the front, whispered, "Impossible." Damian took the microphone. "I never died, but my career, my work, was stolen by the man you just applauded." Gasps turned to silence. Cain's face went white. "I present to you," Damian said, holding up a tablet. "Proof of the neural regeneration prototype stolen from my servers. I've cross-referenced the code. I've documented every line Cain Ashby copied, repurposed, and claimed as his own." The room erupted. Reporters surged forward. Lily stepped back, her eyes wide with betrayal. Victor leaned to Nikki. "This is better than chess." ACT 5. The FAL overnight. Cain became the most hated man in Genoa City. Regulators launched investigations. Chancellor Winters' stocks plummeted. Devon demanded Cain's resignation. Jill, furious, threatened to disown him. Lily was silent. Cain, desperate to salvage his life, insisted he had merely expanded on existing research. He begged Jill to give him time. He pleaded with Lily to understand. But the evidence was damning, and Damian wasn't done. Damian, using Victor's legal team, filed a $300 million lawsuit against Cain and Chancellor Winters. He claimed breach of intellectual property, fraud, and damages resulting from the unethical trials Cain had authorized, but the real twist came in the deposition. Damian revealed the reason he vanished. He'd been targeted for assassination. Someone in Genoa City wanted him gone. Cain had been in Buenos Aires the same week Damian's lab exploded. Could Cain have arranged the hit? Was his theft just the beginning? Act 6. Damian's REDMPTON. Damian, once a villain, was now cast as the wronged genius. He gave interviews on GC Buzz, painting himself as a family man who had lost everything but survived. He even showed photos of his 10-year-old son, Leo, who had been diagnosed with early-onset ALS, the very condition his research aimed to treat. Viewers wept. Hashtags trended. Hashtag Damian deserved better. Phyllis, ever the opportunist, invited Damian to co-found a new tech incubator. Victor offered funding. Even Victoria, secretly shaken by Damian's return, considered introducing Leo to their daughter Uniting, the half-siblings Damian never knew he had. For the first time in a decade, Damian was not the villain, he was the phoenix rising, and Cain, he was alone. Act 7. The truth emerged, just as Damian seemed poised to reclaim his empire. A hidden file surfaced on Cain's encrypted drive, one that didn't match the rest. Adam, always one step ahead, decrypted it. The file contained video surveillance from a burned-out lab in Uruguay, timestamped the day of Damian's death. And in that video, Damian, planting explosives, walking away, alone. The shocking truth: Damian faked his death to escape prosecution, wipe out debts, and frame a patsy if needed. Cain had been a thief, but Damian had been the architect of a far greater con. Victor now held the leverage. "Nice work, Adam," he muttered, tossing the file onto his desk. "Let's see how far our phoenix flies when the flames turn real." Act 8. Justice. REWRITT. And Victor confronted Damian in the Newman Tower penthouse. "I protected you because you were useful, but you crossed the line. Cain may be a fool, but you're dangerous." Damian, panicked, offered to drop the lawsuit, to leave town, to sign away all claims. But Victor had a different idea. "You'll stay," he said. "You'll build the next generation of neural therapy, but under Newman Biotech. And every dollar goes to Newman, not you." "If I refuse?" Victor smiled. "Then I send this footage to the DA. Checkmate." Act 9. The AFTR Math. Damian remained in Genoa City, technically free, but now a puppet of Victor's empire. His son Leo received treatment funded by Newman. Damian, once the Avenger, now lived in gilded servitude. Cain, disgraced, left town. He relocated to Bangkok, where he managed a small digital consulting firm under an alias. Occasionally, he wrote Lily letters she never answered. Lily, still CEO of Chancellor Winters, focused on rebuilding. Her heart hardened, her trust fractured. The city had seen many betrayals, but few as operatic as this. Apologio on a quiet afternoon. Lily visited the Chancellor estate, standing where she and Cain once dreamed of the future. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our update. World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.